Look at this. Some grain. And you'd think we're in a brewery. But we're actually visiting Jacqueline at Angel Heart, a distiller in Gauteng and Johannesburg. So why have we got a grain in the gin distillery?
So today is a brilliant day in this distillery. Today we are doing our very first test run of a single malt whiskey.
Okay.
All right. So this mash
How do you know this is single malt?
Because it's from one single source.
Okay.
So this is our mash tun over here. This is used for the moonshine as well, which is usually a mini malt blend. Today we are doing a 250 kilogram batch of our single malt whiskey. Behind us there is the fermentation tanks. So after we've made the mash, it will go into fermentation tank, and then by next week we will do our first distillation run of.
Yeah.
These are our fermentation tanks for the vodka. Over there is the mini, and that's one of our storage tanks. And if we look downstairs in the distillery, okay, so those are blending tanks. We actually use it for storage tanks as well. Carbon filtering. Down there they're busy doing the labels, because every single label has to be hand applied, the fun part of craft, you know. My big lady, she is called Juliet. It's a 500 litre still. At the moment we're not running anything. It's Jan and we've got quite a bit of stock.
It's dry gin.
We're doing planning at this stage, and right next to it is a 400 litre still, and we use that mostly for strip runs, reflux, and also the vodka.
Should we
Because
go
it's
now,
the
go
beautiful
downstairs and have a look?
long. So this is very real. We'll go downstairs now. We have to split the distillery because we only have so much space.
So we're downstairs and this thing is cold because it's January.
off.
It's off. It's not working.
Quite simple.
Nothing's
And you only
happening.
touch her once, and then you know, do not touch her when she's boiling.
Yeah.
You know,
okay,
you can tell someone 1,000 times, don't touch the kettle when she's hot. You only never ever do it again until you've burnt this part of your arm, and then you never touch it again. Okay, so this is the other kettle that you couldn't see from upstairs. Both of these are in use all the time. It depends on where we are. All the gins are made in here. But we do this for the vodka and the moonshine, especially the strip runs, because we can run both kettles at the same time. And then the other tanks down here, this one here is our water storage tank.
This fancy bottling line here looks like it's not working.
Not today.
Not today, but it's very fancy. And
Okay, it's a semi-automatic one designed for us by Fulltech. You can run insane amounts through it, so bottling is very, very, very fast.
So the bottleneck is selling, not bottling.
Yes.
In most distilleries, the bottleneck is the bottling.
Is the bottling?
More plastic. I thought you don't do plastic in this distillery.
Okay, no alcohol is stored in plastic after it's been distilled and processed.
Okay.
It's my thing. But we do store the botanicals in plastic containers that's sealed. So the juniper, there's a big bag upstairs, but that's the juniper seed. It's not a berry.
Can I touch it?
Oh, absolutely. It's not very pleasant. This is a licorice root that we use. This is the coriander we use. This is all our botanicals stored here. Beautiful orange. This orange we make ourselves.
Okay.
All right. We don't buy the orange in. We go to the Joburg fruit market, and we buy boxes and boxes and boxes full of oranges. We peel it, we dry it, and the oranges goes to a little school just here in Alex. Every winter they get all the oranges and all the grapefruits that we peel. So also the mealies, after we've done the mash, there's a farm just here in Alex, and that fermented mealies actually go to the cows.
Oh, lovely.
It's so funny, they actually smell it when they dry, because the fermented mealies stinks. They smell when the van is on its way. Literally as he stops, the cows come to the van. So it's about local community, buying local, supporting local, and doing stuff that's very real.
And do you think the barmen have got access to this?
No.
Because what we learned at Asara was that the mixologist or the barman, Terry, knew what every little botanical smelled like, and he tasted it. And then he looks for it in the gins.
I think that is for someone that is a dedicated gin barman. It is exceptionally important that they understand the different botanicals. My absolute favorite is, I have tasted every single one, and I've got a jar upstairs filled with all these botanicals.
Okay.
So we take it with, and we always shake it, and we allow clients, they can take handsful, they can taste it, they can smell it, they can take it home if they like. So when the moment you open up that jar, you actually get gin in a bottle. That's what you get. So you get, if you smell that and you smell the gins, you pick up the buchu, you pick up the cardamom, you pick up the isipepetu in the gins. And that is actually a brilliant thing to do with a dedicated barman. For us, because we don't run a restaurant or a bar, maybe 10 years from now, we don't have someone like that.
So we always say it's like a curry recipe, masala in a
Exactly,
bottle.
and that's why I added chili.
Okay.
People ask me why I added chili to gin, and that is why. Because this is curry botanicals, because of the spice route the Dutch followed. That is why it developed into these kinds of spices.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you have it.